Welcome back guys to another Kengan Omega video. Today we're talking about Imai Cosmo in Kengan Omega. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord, link is in the description. Now I hope you enjoy. So Cosmo, also known as the King of Stranglers. His age currently in Kengan Omega is 21. His total Kengan wins is 24 with one loss in the Annihilation tournament against Tokita Oma. I'll talk about his history, his role in Kengan Omega, then in some power and abilities, and some other extra little information about him. During Kengan Omega, we've seen him near the start of the manga with him taking out his opponent in a Kengan match, Johnny Walters, in merely 2 strikes. We see that he's improved immensely over the last 2 years in training, and that he's had a major role in helping Koga train for a 3-month period where he's been there helping him train. He currently isn't fighting in the Annihilation tournament because it's mentioned that he has a tough Kengan match coming up that's close to the tournament that's gonna most likely leave him with injury, so he won't be able to fight in the tournament. So that's why he's not fighting in the tournament, because he has a tough Kengan match close to the tournament. It's mentioned that over the 2-year time shift, he's had more of a focus on his striking techniques instead of grappling and his strangles, as you know, the King of Stranglers. He's still good at that, still the best at that, but he's gone into a more mixed style of using more strike combo attacks on everything and then using his foresight better than ever. He's one of the most active and strongest Kengan fighters to this day, with already 24 wins, which is higher than most fighters in the Kengan, and he's only 21, making him one of the youngest and the most wins for his age in the Kengan Annihilation scene. For his power and abilities, he's considered a prodigy and a master of jiu-jitsu with high level of agility due to his rather small and lightweight build. Despite his small size, he can fight people that have a immense physical advantage over him, with mental endurance demonstrated when he's able to take punches from Adam, who's stated, not really shown as, but stated as having really immense strength, and take pretty much torture from Akoya being bitten by him, then getting ribs destroyed and everything like that. He has very good speed and pretty decent strength for his size. With what's his weight currently? His weight is 68 kg and his height is 171. As I mentioned earlier, it's stated that after the 2-year time skip from the Annihilation tournament, Cosmo's striking capabilities have improved drastically, being able to win a Kengan match with only a few blows, not even needing to go to his grappling techniques. His foresight, probably his most powerful asset in all of his abilities. Cosmo began to develop the ability to predict his opponent's moves in a similar way to Canada. However, Cosmo can only predict 1 to 2 moves ahead in comparison, Canada being able to see 7 moves ahead. By combining this move prediction with his invincible reflexes and zone, which I'll talk about soon, Cosmo is able to counter any move that he's already seen before. Now I'll talk about the technique known as zone. It's a technique that's said to be only available to Cosmo, very unique to him. This technique involves decreasing the 0.1 second interval when the opponent is completely focused on the attack. Once the timing is pretty much perfect, Cosmo proceeds to move in his opponent's blind spot and put them into a hold. This technique makes the opponent think that Cosmo has disappeared into thin air until he puts them in a hold. So pretty much whenever someone's going to attack him and he gets in the right moment where they're completely blind at one point, just focusing on the attack, he can disappear them and then do an insane choke on him. His grappling techniques, or chokes that he could use in this situation once using the zone, is known as the Adoras choke, leg scissors, python hold, rear naked choke, and triangle choke that he used against Adam Dudley to win the battle. So yep, as a whole, he took a massive beating in the Annihilation tournament from people like Adam Dudley, and then the extreme torture from Akoya, and then his fight against Oma. He got defeated, I would say, quite easily against Oma. It was still a tough fight, but for being one of the youngest fighters in the tournament, he'd made it pretty far and he was taken out by, Oma. His Kengan Ashura debut is chapter 16, Omega debut is chapter 1, and anime debut is episode 3. We've seen all his fights in the anime, I believe, with the most recent one in season 3 being him against Oma. So if you want to see everything he has in the anime, that's available right now, I believe. It's disappointing that he won't be fighting against Purgatory, but he's going to be getting another Kengan match in short time, which meant to be a good one, so can't wait for that. Considering the timing and how close probably Purgatory battle is, we'll most likely get to see his next fight against a Kengan fighter in the next maybe 10 to 15 chapters, I would assume we'll get that fight, so stay tuned for that. I'm very excited for that. that. He's also noted to have a good relationship with many of the other major Kengan fighters, such as people like Sugabahashi and Wakasuki, getting along with those quite easily. Same with Okubo and a lot of other fighters. So he's a liked character, and he's the affiliated fighter for Nishoji Security Services during the Kengan Annihilation Tournament, and he still is the affiliated fighter to this day. And that's pretty much it for everything related to Cosmo. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Join the Discord if you want to talk more about Kengan, share some memes and everything else. And yep, that's it guys. Peace.